audio. in 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 audio.
All right, everybody. Okay, I was about to say, why can't you see me? Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Braddock, or Mr. B. I'm an economics teacher here at Burke County High School, but I also am one of the coaches for our esports team. So what you guys are watching is the official first week of Play VS's fall 2020, or excuse me, spring 2025 season. Just kind of catch you guys up on how this year's been going. Play VS, or excuse me, esports is different than other sports. We actually run, and I'm realizing that I'm echoing so bad. Let's try this again. Mute. There we go. Esports actually runs 2 separate seasons, one in the fall, one in the spring, and there's different championships for both. So we actually took our Smash Bros team, or one of our Smash Bros team, the championships last year. They finished second, so we got state runner-up in the GHSA for Smash Bros. This year we're starting a whole new season, starting from scratch, so all records go back to 0-0. This year, 4 of the titles that we participate in will have the opportunity to travel to compete for a state championship, though everyone will be playing. Those 4 are Madden, 2K, Rocket League, and Splatoon. Unfortunately, our Rocket League team had to be dismembered for personal reasons. They're coming back next semester, though. But so that means that our, 3 sports on the hot seat are Splatoon, Madden, and 2K. Now, out of those, I think Madden's going to have the best chance to actually win the state championship. Dayton Richardson, who's one of our seniors here at Burke County High School, actually won last semester, but it doesn't count as like a quote-unquote state championship. But he did beat out everybody in Georgia, and I think he's got another good chance to do it. In addition to him, Zion Wright played really well. I think he finished like 6th or 7th in the state, so he could find his way into that top 4. And if he does, him and Zay are going to have to go neck and neck or go head-to-head, which is going to be interesting to see. In 2K, we have TJ, Antonio Bush, and Josh Frazier running our 2 esports teams, or our 2 2K teams. Out of those, Josh Frazier seems to kind of be the one that wants to win a little bit more. TJ actually lost his game yesterday. Josh won, but it is just the first week, so we're going to see how this goes. In terms of Splatoon, that's our, hey, we're trying team, They come, they play. Sometimes they win, sometimes they don't. They're just here to have fun. Anyways, today we're not watching any of that. Today we are watching our Mario Kart team, so we're going to transfer over there. And we can see that they are still kind of in waiting. So we're going to come back at a later time. Anyways, I always got to put in this plug here. We have esports merch. You guys saw it on the front page or the waiting screen. And you also just saw it here on our new background. So you guys can see we have jerseys. We also have hoodies as well as a variety of other clothing items that have our Burke County High School esports logo on it, which was designed by a good friend of mine, Tyler Corley, and printed onto these shirts by another really nice guy named Matt. So Matt's from North Carolina, but he's really, really cool. So if you have time while you're watching the stream, grab somebody else's phone, scan that QR code, buy our merch. I know that one of the first things that you're going to see is that they're a little pricey, okay? But it goes for a good cause. We really, really need this money, especially since they have recently announced Marvel Rivals into the Play VS Esports League. And if you have children out there, or if you are a child yourself, you know that that is the newest game that has taken the gaming world by storm. Marvel Rivals is very, very similar to Overwatch and that type of game, but you get to play as Marvel characters like Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange. So we're really trying to buy a couple more PlayStation 5 so that we can actually run a Marvel Rivals team here. Right now, we just don't have the hardware, so any support is much appreciated. On top of that, if you could think of any other cool fundraising ideas for us to do, let us know. We were going to try to do some tournaments, but we just never really could get the numbers to crunch, and we could never really have time. I would love to do like a lip sync here at Burke County High School, and then allow, um, allow students to come and participate as long as they pay a fee. I think that'd be really fun, cash prize. But I don't know. Let me know what else you got. So we can see that this game's getting ready to go. Now today we're having to run things a little differently. So who we're watching here is Ethan Rayburn and Cash Williams. Ethan is a senior here at Burke County High School, and Cash is a sophomore here at Burke County High School. So Cash is going to be on the left side. He's playing as Pink Yoshi today, and Ethan's going to be on the right side playing as the Sky Blue Yoshi. Now you guys might be asking, why is there only 4? That's a very good question. Mario Kart is notorious for having just terrible servers. Me and a buddy of mine that runs another esports program here in the state were talking about that the other day. It really kind of makes the game dreadful to play, which is very unfortunate because it's one of the more fun games that we play here in the Play VS Esports League. But because of the servers, it does not cooperate with every type of internet. So I'll give you guys an example. We here at Burke County High School, we cannot host anybody in Mario Kart. Our internet just doesn't work that way. We can play against other people, but like we can't join in to a match from 2 different consoles on the same internet. So it just never works. And unfortunately, we're playing against another school who has the exact same problem. I don't know if it's an internet problem. I don't know if it's a server problem. Honestly, just kind of given our situation, it kind of seems like it could be a little bit of both. Okay, Burke County has notoriously bad internet at their high school, and then Mario Kart has notoriously bad servers, so it could be a little bit of both. Anyway, this is just a long-winded way. It took a lap and a half of me telling you that we are going to be watching 2v2s today. So Ethan and Cash are running a 2v2 here. You can see they have first and second place, which is baller. That's awesome. And then Jabari and Anthony McGee. No, yeah, Anthony McGee. McGee's his last name. Are running another match on their own switches. Now I'm not really sure what the update is on those. Obviously we can't see them, but we will today be watching Cash and Ethan. So Cash is doing a really good job here, not throwing that bomb. There's really no need to panic yet. We're about halfway through the 3rd lap here, and we've got first and second place pretty secure. Now you guys can see on that map there in the middle, there's a gray Yoshi that's in the back. That is a strategy, okay? And you can see it actually working right now. So the strategy in Mario Kart is called bagging, and so what you do is you purposefully do terrible so that you get good items. And that is exactly what's happening here. Now, fortunately for us, oh no! Okay, so we split game 1, but I think that we're going to take it. It's going to be 7-4, which is going to, I mean, we could do that. But the bagging trick worked there. You purposefully do terrible. That way you get a good item, and then you can use that good item against the other team. So the blue shell actually does come in clutch there, which is very unfortunate for us. But it's a good example of showing you guys the strategy and why it works. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Jabari's crew. Maybe I can get an update here, in between games or whatever. I'm gonna have to be able to upgrade the scoreboard. You guys can see we came up with a new background. I know I've already mentioned it, but this is something that I worked on myself, so I hope that you guys like it. We have a couple more that we're trying to run, and in between games, if we have some time, I'll try to show you. Try to upload some of them. One of them is my personal favorite. In fact, let's go ahead and download it. Page 5. Boom. Yeah. Alright, so that's going to be downloaded. That way I can update this and show you guys. I'm excited for it. Anyways, first and fourth, I can't tell if Ethan's purposely bagging or if he is just, kind of like down on his luck right now. They're playing on a DLC map, which is kind of unfortunate. We don't really get a whole lot of opportunity to play in those. It was weird because whenever we were starting esports, this esports program, all I heard was, yeah, we don't play those. We don't play the DLC maps, and that's all we play is DLC maps. Luckily, one of our Switches does have the DLC maps downloaded onto it, and we are allowed to get a little bit of practice. But with them only being on one Switch, it's a little unfortunate for us. Not everybody gets to practice. So Ethan, not bagging anymore, takes first place, and it's an exact swap because now Cash isn't. Can't really tell if he's bagging or just doing his thing. It doesn't really look like it. It looks like he's actually trying here. He gets 4 mushrooms, which is good for us in terms of placement. He needs to use them responsibly, and he does. This is something that we're having a hard time teaching our B team to do. Like, if you get a mushroom, don't use them all at once. Okay, it doesn't help. Using 3 mushrooms back to back to back to back is just like using 1 mushroom. Take the shortcut through the grass. He didn't. Okay. I don't like Cash's mushroom placement there. I wish he would have waited until he was done with the drift, but it's okay. Ethan's in first place with a red shell. You love to see it. 1 is protection. 2, ooh, good green shell by Cash over there on the left. 1 is protection, and 2, red shells are OP. So we take first and second after a really good, and we have 2 red shells in first and second. That's awesome. And they're both doing a really good job at holding them, protecting themselves. I hope you guys are all having a great week. It's been a good first week here at the Burke County Esports, or in Burke County Esports. We take first and second. That's awesome. We went 0-3 day 1. Day 1 we played Splatoon, chess, and Street Fighters. Splatoon, like I said, we're trying, but so a loss there is not super, worrisome. But with our chess team, I was a little upset. We have a guy named Race Durant, who's the captain of our chess team, and he's actually Burke County's valedictorian and star student this year. So he wasn't able to be here. We had to sub somebody in. I feel like if he had been here, we would have won, and we could have started the season off pretty good. But we actually just got a new member of the chess team today, Franklin Brown, and he's pretty excited to go ahead and get that started. So maybe next week we can make this 1-1. And then we played Street Fighters, and honestly, I was a little upset with our Street Fighters team. They made a run into the playoffs last year, and they lost 1-3. They got their butts kicked. So maybe they'll be able to bounce back. I'm also just realizing that I said next week, and we actually don't meet next week. Next week's a big break week for Burke County Public Schools, so we will not be having esports next week. So don't be shocked if you see something about that on our Facebook or here on our YouTube channel. All right, so we are in the start of race 3. So if you're like super into watching Burke County Mario Kart esports, you may remember that last year we did a best of 6, and so at a minimum, you played 6 races in a best of 3 format. So at a minimum, you would race 12 races, right? 6, get a win. 6, get another win. They've changed that this year. Now we do 4. So it's a best of 3 series still, but we do 4 races, which part of me likes, but part of me really doesn't like, because if you just don't play well these first 2 races, you might as well just go ahead and just hang up your hat, like there's no reason in finishing out the rest. So it makes the games way shorter, and it makes them less intense and less exciting. But on that note, it also makes them quicker. So, I guess you win some, you lose some. So we're already, oh my gosh, Ethan, what a noob move. So on that note, we're already through, half of this first round, and then we'll hopefully only have to play 1 more. So a total of 8 races. But we'll see. This one though, we're not doing too hot. I would really like to at least see a split 2nd and 4th. I don't want a 4th and a 3rd place finish here. In reality, I'd much rather see a 1st and a 3rd, or a 1st and a 2nd. So we got to get our butts in gear here as we start the 3rd lap. And the good news is that on the map, it looks like it's pretty close. So we've taken 2nd, and we're in 4th. I thought Cash was about to get 3rd there. He throws that red shell and does end up taking 3rd. So we have 2nd and 3rd now. But the unfortunate thing is that we don't see 1st place anywhere. They are not on the screen. I'm looking ahead and I still don't see anything. Oh no, 1st place is way up there. Oh my gosh, if you guys are looking in the map in the center, he's the gray Yoshi. So 1st place is there's no way. Okay, so we're gonna have to try to take 2nd and 3rd here, and I think if we take 2nd and 3rd here, we pretty much solidify a win. Ooh, we get a ghost. We get a star. That's good. Good job using that before the ghost comes into play. We're taking 2nd and 4th, which I don't like. but it was a close race. It's not unwinnable, but now we have to try a little bit harder. Five points. Let's see. I think it does 4, 3, 2, 1, or maybe it does 5. Yeah, it does 5, 4. No, 5, 3, 2, 1. I think is. I haven't been paying attention to the point spreads. I think it's 5, 3, 2, 1. So we should be able to win even if we play second and third here. Now I don't know. Or excuse me, third and fourth. Now I don't know how. I don't know how the other team's doing, so I don't know if this is like a win period. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up and see if I can get that point spread here as we are starting the fourth race. Alrighty, second and first, which is good. I'm going to back up real quick on this YouTube live stream, which you guys could probably already answered it. Happening. Alright, there it is right there. So we split. The finishes are 5. Oh, come on. No, wait, that's not fair. Oh my gosh, I'm like so caught up over here, I'm not even paying attention to that. I just want to see, do we need this? Do we not need this? What's happening? Yeah, it's 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so there's no 4, which means that if they get first and second, they score 7. Yeah, okay, so we're good. In this race, at least we can get last place and be okay. So just sit back, relax, and cheer on these guys as there's the pressure's off, which. But obviously, we want a first and second place too. Be fun. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a Mario Kart enthusiast out there, but this is not a DLC race or a DLC map. This is regular, which is good. Also, while I'm thinking about it, so we have a couple of ideas that we want to try to do, and one of those ideas is we want to try to have like a community streaming day where some of our kids come and we hang out pretty much all day. You know, I mean, not like 24 hours or anything, but like an 8-hour, 6-hour, 7-hour day, and we just stream all day. But we don't stream necessarily things that we would play in play VS. We allow students to kind of pick and choose their games as long as it is, of course, you know. I think we just took second place there too. Let's go. As long as it's somewhat school appropriate, you know, it'd be fun to like stream Fortnite or just watch students play some of their own games that you guys might not get to see very often, and allow them to commentate and explain to you guys what's going on. So we take first place here, 27-17. Real quick, I'm going to switch to the gameplay no cam, and we're going to go see what Jabari and them are doing, and I'll kind of update you on what this looks like for us. All right, guys. Sorry about that. This is a little unorthodox. You know, we're having like some different things going on here. And we had to go out there and we had to add up all the scores. And while it was close, Burke County unfortunately did not win that. Okay. Anthony and Jabari did not have a good race. So we ended up losing 43 to 45. So we go down 0-1. But we are getting ready to go ahead and start this next series of races. So the way it works is best of 2 of 3. So we have 4 more races, and if we win this, we tied up 1-1, and we race 4 more. If we don't win this one, we lose. Very, very, very unfortunate. But the good news is that Cash and Ethan are running strong here, but they really need to evidently kind of pick up some of Jabari and Anthony's slack. I don't know what's going on over there. Usually Jabari's pretty good. But maybe they just put their 2 best players over there, you know? Like, it kind of stinks. So here we go. This is not a DLC map, so we should be pretty comfortable with this. Unfortunate red shell for Ethan there, but we're still in 1st and 3rd. I'll take it. Cash has a red shell too, so he can use that to block. There he goes. And if need be, he can use it to throw against somebody else. The distance between 1st and 2nd and 3rd is pretty small. Okay, Ethan gets a clutch red shell here. Does he throw it right? He does not. He just takes the shortcut. Cash, I didn't see what happened, but he definitely fell off the map in some way, shape, or form. So maybe he fell off the shortcut. So it's now 1st and 4th. Ethan did a good job in kind of all of that, holding on to his red shell there. He also has a bomb in reserve. Cash being in 4th place, kind of getting bullied a little bit. He does have a couple of mushrooms as Ethan just takes a terrible turn and gets demolished. I don't understand what that was all about, but he does have a bomb. Maybe he can make something work. We are in 3rd and 4th. Ethan, for some reason, drifted the other way. Was that intentional? Is he trying to bag? What's happening here? We can still see some of the other team in 1st and 2nd, which is good. Okay, Ethan takes the shortcut. Takes a place from Cash, but that doesn't really help us at all, you know, just swapping 3rd and 4th place. Ethan terribly uses his mushrooms there, and he terribly uses them, but hey. This is also a very curvy map, so maybe there's not much use for a mushroom. He actually got the guy in 2nd place with that green shell barrage, but unfortunately gets hit in the cannon, which is not what you want to do. That takes away so much time. We're still in 3rd and 4th, and we're kind of coming around. We're a little over halfway through this next race, or through this first race. We're halfway through the last lap on this first race, so we really got to make up some ground. 3rd and 4th, but we at least got 2nd in our sights. I would love to split and get 2nd and 4th if possible. Ethan does just as good of a job as he can do there. We take 3rd and 2nd. No! Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2nd and 4th, not the end of the world, but not a great start. Okay, every point counts. I'm not really sure what's going on with Jabari and Anthony, unfortunately. So we see 7 versus 4, the exact opposite score of what we did first time. Guys, give me just 1 second. Oh, wait. All right. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that the stream was okay for you guys. I have it pulled up over here, and I'm listening to it. And I just wanted to make sure that there was no echo, but it looks like I've got the right mic on, and it looks like I've got the right mic muted. Now, these guys are racing one of my personal favorite courses, okay? This came off of the Mario Kart Wii game, and like a big thing in the Mario Kart Wii game was that you were supposed to be able to take jumps like what Ethan just did there. And so what better to do that than to do like a ski snowboard esque map, so they go to the top of the mountain, they race themselves down, going through the twists and the turns, and you can see you can kind of exploit some of those turns there as Ethan takes the shortcut, well-known shortcut by the way, but we watched Cash absolutely get pummeled and just fall down, but we're coming up on the final little bit of this first lap, so I really don't need these guys choking here. I don't know what's happening. But Ethan does use his mushroom wisely there. I'd like to see Cash do the same, and there he went. All right, so now we go up the ski slope. Or what are they called? The ski lift. There we go. And we ski down the mountain. Ethan takes the jump. Actually, a really good jump. I don't know what he did there to get that extra boost, but that was awesome. Just stay out of the snow here. He does a great job. He does exactly what he's supposed to do. All right, make it through the mountain field. He's got second place. I'm not a huge fan of this shortcut, and you can see there, that's why. You know, you guys may have been able to hear it, but you know, Ethan was not the happiest there. Luckily, though, he does retain second place, and he gets a red shell, so it may not be the end of the world. He does get the guy in first place out of first place, but their second place guy was so unfortunate. I don't know what Ethan just did there. Maybe he thought that the match was over. Maybe he's bagging. That could be it too. Being in fourth place like that. He's going to hit this jump again. Boom. And another spectacular one. Did really well. Cash is doing good up there in second place. He does get hit with a red shell. He's going to go to third, fourth after that. Ethan really needs to use his mushrooms wisely here. And I would like to not see him take this, but he took it. So, I mean, I guess if you have a mushroom, it's okay. But to take it and still fall off is just a little unfortunate. So shoot through. Oh, don't know. Okay, use your mushroom, shoot through. Good. And he gets a green shell that he can use, and he tries it, but it's not great, and we're chalked. This is not going to be good, okay? I can only really hope that that Jabari and Cash are doing well here, because not Cash, Jabari and Anthony, because we are blowing chunks. They've doubled our score +1. We need the exact opposite performance. You know, when we went out there, we were talking, and you know, we got first and second place evidently every time but one in that first race, and so something's going on here, and I don't know what it is, but maybe we get a favorable match here, a favorable track, and things kind of start to turn in our way. We actually get a daggum DLC track, which is not going to be good for us. You know, I'm just sitting here. Let's see if this QR code actually works. I don't know. It does. Yeah. Okay. So this is you guys' perfect excuse. Go buy our merch. All right. Start of race 3. A set of 4. Look. See, you can do it. Go and buy our merch. You can't see that, but go buy our merch. Do it. The jersey is expensive, but the short sleeve shirts are not. Okay. You can get a simple short sleeve shirt for $24, right? 24. That's not bad, okay? Yeah, can you find cheaper? Sure, but does it have this awesome logo on there? No, so go buy it. This is a DLC map, and if I remember correctly, and I very well could not be, I think it's one that changes every turn. So yeah, just looking at that center map, it's got to be. So you go through 3 laps, but every lap's different, which is good if you know what's going on, bad if you don't. So we're going to see how we do. You can already see we're not off to the best start, being in 3rd and 4th place. Somehow, Cash just got hit with a green shell, and the only person that it could have come from is Ethan, so I'm a little upset about that. We're just like, we're our own worst enemy this race. Make any sense? Cash, unfortunately, like, I mean, never mind. I guess he could have used those mushrooms in a worse way. He did okay. See, he's gaining ground on 2nd place. He did a good job there. I would have gotten like a little sideways there. I didn't know where to go. All right, throw it again. You got him this time, Cash. That was almost really dirty, but it ended up not working out, unfortunately. Cash gets a good mushroom. Let's see if he can use it. Still in 3rd and 4th, but the race is a lot closer than what it was. I thought we may have just accidentally bombed ourselves there. Cash does a good job kind of slamming on brakes to avoid the banana right there in front of him, and he takes 2nd place, which is good. That was a really good backwards throw by Cash, but it unfortunately just didn't work, and somehow this Black Yoshi is avoiding every single one of those daggum fireballs. I don't understand how that's happening, but it's a really close race right now between Cash and 2nd place. He's got the boombox, and once again, just a very unfortunate finish. He got Ethan with that, and he didn't get the 2nd place guy. All right, so this race is cooked. Like, we're cooked. This is over with. I'm gonna let you guys sit here and enjoy watching. I'm gonna go see what's going on with Jabari's crew. Kind of maybe report back some hopefully positive information. All right, guys. Sorry for that delay. We are back. Jabari and Anthony are winning, but it's by a very slim margin. So I'm not really sure if it's going to be enough to actually be able to do anything here. But I told these guys to give it their best. I mean, a second and first place finish could be the difference here. The Ethan is throwing for some reason. Cash just runs right into the train, I think. I don't really know. So we went out, or I went out, and just kind of got to see how some of the other teams are doing. Zayden Richardson, he's in his first match. He's playing with Baltimore, and he's playing against, I can't remember, but he's up 14-0 at halftime. Zion Wright, he is on game 3. He won game 1 pretty convincingly. He lost game 2. He wouldn't tell me by how much. And then we have our other Mario Kart team who's actually down. So I'm really needing something to turn around here. I want us to have a positive record going into the second week. Yeah, and we get cooked here again. Yay, woo! While this is doing its thing, let me show you guys the new layout that I made, and let's just see what you guys think about it. Downloads. We pull this up. I have to rotate it because for some reason on Canva you can't put stuff like vertically or sideways. Not vertically, horizontally. I'm stupid. All right, let's look at it. Browse. Boom. Not gonna look perfect straight up. It looks perfect straight up. What do you guys think about that? That's so cool, isn't it? Now, unfortunately, we got to move some things around if we wanted to keep with this one. Let's see. We're gonna move around this one. Oh shoot! All right, no. Okay. Okay. All right, let's move this around. Here, all right. That beautiful little 0 right there. Then let's move this around. We may as well go ahead and change this beautiful little 1 to an ugly little 2. Because I think we're cooked. But at least you guys got to see 2 new backdrops today. So this is, like I said, our state championship trophy. We actually just got a plaque from Play VS too, which I thought was really cool. And maybe we'll make something with that as well. But we're very, very, very proud of our Smash Bros. Team A, Jose Leon, Chase Marshall, and Jeremy Jones. Even though Jeremy didn't go, we had to sub somebody in. We still haven't forgiven you. Anyways, yeah, we're very proud of them. Not really sure what's going on here, but I will go ahead and let you know that we are close to wrapping. As my beautiful wife texted me. Says we're having tacos for dinner. My double chin is down for that. No, I do look good on the camera. They say that the camera adds 10 pounds. I don't see it. Look, I think that this is. I think we're chalked. I'm gonna go get confirmation. We'll come back. We'll do a quick debrief. Keep today's stream short, okay? Give me just 1 second. Hey guys, I am back with unfortunate confirmation. Bexar County does lose round number 2. So we will take an L there, being 0-2. Being that we lost 0-2, that moves our Mario Kart A team to 0-1. Our Mario Kart B team's most likely going to finish 0-1, but it's looking like our Madden teams are each going to start 1-0, which is good. Remember, next year, or I'm just all over the place. Next week, we don't have esports. Bexar County is going to observe a winter holiday, give some of these kids and these teachers a break. But we will be back the week after that. I believe that's the 24th. So enjoy your break if you are a Bexar County High School student. Otherwise, no need to fill your afternoon with watching some Bexar County esports. But we will see you guys. Remember, buy our merch. You guys saw that on the beginning screen, and it was also on our new loading or streaming, background. Buy our merch, please. It's gonna help us. Okay, and let us know if you guys like what are some things that you guys want from us. What things that we could do as like community outreach things. We did an event with the Bexar County Recreation Department. We want to do some public watching events or some like watch parties for whenever we make playoffs, which I think would be fun. And we want to do that community streaming day. So let us know what you think, what you don't think. Also, remember we talked about some fundraising ideas. If you could think of anything, let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to stop rambling. Let you guys enjoy your rest of your Thursday afternoon. Okay. Have a great day. See you in a couple weeks.